Welcome to Learn English Perfectly, the podcast. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the channel. Hello, and welcome back to Think in English with Emma. I'm Emma, and today we're diving into a beautiful, personal topic, one that affects your fluency deeply, even if you've never realized it before. Today, we're talking about your inner voice, the constant stream of thoughts that runs through your mind. And I want to ask you, what language does that voice speak in? Because here's the truth. If your inner voice isn't speaking in English, your mouth will always hesitate. Your confidence will always stumble. You'll always be 1 second behind your own thoughts. Why? Because speech doesn't start with your lips. It starts with the mind. It starts with the stories you silently tell yourself when nobody's around. So let me ask again. When you drop something, what's the voice in your head say? Does it say, "Oh no, I dropped it"? Or does it say the same thing in your native language? That single sentence, spoken silently, reveals whether you're thinking in English or just translating. And it's okay if the answer isn't what you hoped, because you can change it. And that's what we'll work on together in this episode. So many English learners ask, why do I freeze when I try to speak? Why does English feel separate from who I am? Why do I forget everything I know when someone talks to me in English? And I always come back to this one truth. Your outer words reflect your inner language. If you don't talk to yourself in English, how can you talk to the world in English? But here's the beautiful part. You don't have to wait until you're fluent to start thinking in English. You can begin today. You can start with the smallest thoughts, the quiet ones, the ones that happen when no one else hears. That's your power. That's your starting point. And that's how real fluency is born, from the inside out. In this episode, we'll explore how to catch your inner voice in action, how to gently redirect it into English, how to create micro moments of English thinking throughout your day, and how to build confidence from silence up to speech. This is fluency at the most authentic level, not repeating textbook phrases, but transforming the way your brain lives in English. Are you ready? Let's go inward and listen. Let's begin today with something very real, something very personal. Think of the voice in your mind right now, the one you're using to understand me. What's it saying? What does it sound like? That voice, that invisible narrator, isn't just how you understand language, it's how you understand yourself. When you tell yourself, "I'm not ready," or "I'll never sound natural in English," that isn't just doubt, that's your identity talking. And your identity speaks in the language you believe you belong to. So if your thoughts are always in your native language, your identity stays there. Your English becomes something you visit, not something you become. That's why learning new words won't be enough. That's why practicing grammar rules isn't enough. Because none of it matters if your self-conversation, your private, silent inner world, isn't in English. Now, I'm not asking you to stop loving your native language. That's a beautiful part of who you are. But I am asking you to invite English in, not as a guest, but as a roommate. Let English live inside your thoughts. Let it narrate your day. Let it label your feelings. Let it speak to you the way a close friend would. Because when English becomes the language of your mind, it becomes the language of your confidence. Let me give you an example. Say you're late for work. Right now, your mind might say, "Oh no, I'm late again. Everyone's going to be upset with me." Try that in English. Say it silently. Oh no, I'm late again. Everyone's going to be upset with me. Now go further. Respond to yourself in English. It's okay. Just breathe. You'll be fine. One step at a time. Do you feel that shift? That calm? That clarity? You didn't just speak English. You soothed yourself in English. You comforted your own thoughts using a second language. That's powerful. That's deep level fluency. And it begins with your inner talk. So today, I want to guide you through a short exercise. It's called English Echoes. Here's how it works. For 1 full minute, I'll ask you to just observe your thoughts. Whatever they are, don't change them, don't judge them, just listen. Now, as each thought appears, like I'm hungry or I'm bored or I need to call someone, translate it in English. Gently, without pressure. Let's begin now. Close your eyes if you can. Take a slow, deep breath and just notice. What is your mind saying? What's the next thought? Translate. Softly. Kindly. Let English echo your real thoughts, no matter how small. This is your first step toward thinking fluently. Not by force, but by permission. You're not erasing your native voice. You're giving your English voice a seat at the table. And with time, that voice will get stronger, faster, kinder, wiser. It won't always be perfect, but it will always be yours. So now that you've experienced your thoughts in English, gently, silently, I want you to understand this. You don't need long hours to change your inner voice. You just need tiny moments, tiny switches. It's the small things you say to yourself that create big, powerful shifts over time. When you wake up and say, "It's a new day." When you spill your coffee and think, "Oops, that's okay." When you walk into a room and whisper, "I belong here." That's you building an English identity, moment by moment, sentence by sentence. These may seem like quiet thoughts, but they're actually deep emotional rewrites. You're no longer just learning English. You're now living with it. And you don't have to speak out loud. You don't even need anyone to hear you. This is your private practice, your mind, your space, your rhythm. Let me share something beautiful with you. Your brain doesn't care whether your voice is loud or silent. It only cares that you use it. The more you think in English, the more your brain gets the message. This is who we are now. And slowly, you start to notice something magical happening. When someone asks, "How are you?" you don't search for the word. Your mind already answers, "I'm fine, thanks, you?" Because it's no longer memorized, it's internalized. This is how fluency grows, not from tests or rules or pressure, but from trust. Trusting yourself to think one short thought in English, then another, then another. So let's talk about how to build that trust, step by step. Here's a simple routine I call the thought swap, and I want you to try it today. Step 1, notice a thought in your native language. Step 2, pause. Step 3, say the exact same thought in English. Start with short things like, "I'm hungry. I forgot my keys. It's raining again." I'm tired. I love this song. It doesn't matter what the thought is. What matters is that you catch it and translate it on the spot. No delay, no perfect grammar, no pressure. Just presence. Just flow. That's what thinking in English really means. Not forcing, just shifting. Gently, quietly, powerfully. Over time, these small shifts change everything. You'll go from thinking, "What's the English word for this?" to naturally feeling, "Oh, I already thought in English." And that's the moment. That's when you know your fluency isn't something outside of you. It's part of who you are. Let's talk now about something we often ignore when learning a language. Something quiet, but incredibly powerful. Emotions. Your emotions speak first. Before grammar, before vocabulary, before sentences. Your feelings rise, and then your mind scrambles to find words to explain them. But here's the question. Are you allowing your emotions to speak in English? Let's imagine you're frustrated. You've made a mistake. What does your inner voice say? Does it criticize you in your native language? Does it shout, "Why can't you do anything right?" Or can you catch it and gently reply in English? "It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm learning." See the difference? You're not just practicing English, you're healing yourself in English. That is emotional fluency, and it starts in silence, in your quiet reactions to yourself. Think about how often you feel things throughout the day. Impatience, joy, fear, hope, excitement, insecurity. Each of those is a chance to grow, not just emotionally, but linguistically. Because when you allow yourself to feel in English, you also learn to respond to life in English. That's fluency that lives in your bones. So here's a beautiful little practice I want you to try. Name your feeling in English every single day. Start simple. Say, "I feel tired. I feel hopeful. I feel anxious. I feel proud." And don't just say it, believe yourself. Let your own voice in English be a mirror that reflects the truth of what you feel. The more honest you are with yourself in English, the more connected your fluency will become. Because language isn't just communication, it's companionship. It's the way we hold ourselves gently when life gets loud. So the next time something wonderful happens, say it in English. "I love this moment. This feels good. I'm lucky." And the next time something hurts, say that too. "I'm overwhelmed. I feel afraid. I don't know what to do." That honesty builds fluency faster than any grammar book ever could. And the best part? No one else has to hear it. This is your language of self-support. This is your way back to peace, using English as your guide. You are not just learning a language. You are learning how to be kind to yourself in that language. That's fluency that lasts. That's fluency that heals. That's fluency you'll carry for life. We've come a long way in this episode. You've listened, you've reflected, you've practiced silently. And now I want to leave you with something lasting. A new agreement between you and your mind. From this moment forward, You don't have to think in English perfectly, but you will begin thinking in English intentionally. You will give your English voice space to grow, room to breathe, permission to stumble, and freedom to shine. You don't need to switch all your thoughts overnight. You just need to start with one moment a day. That moment when you say, "I'm proud of myself," or "I'm learning," and that's enough. Let those words echo in your mind. Let them become familiar. Let them become home. Because when your inner voice speaks English, you don't just use the language. You begin to live in it. You start ordering coffee in English with ease. You begin writing emails faster. You laugh in English. You cry in English. You dream in English. It's not about being native. It's about being true to your growth. You're not trying to erase who you are. You're expanding it. You're evolving into someone who feels safe and strong speaking English from the inside out. And that's a transformation no one else sees, but everyone else feels. So I want to leave you with this, a gentle mantra you can whisper in your mind every morning. Say it with me now. I trust myself. I speak kindly to myself. My English voice is part of me. I don't have to be perfect. I just have to keep showing up. This is your new inner language. This is how fluency becomes more than just speaking. It becomes a part of your identity. And I promise, if you practice this way, if you treat your inner voice like a student and a friend, English will stop being a foreign language. It will become a familiar reflection of your truest self. You are ready. You are growing. You are doing better than you know. And your English voice, it's already whispering your future. It's already leading the way. Thank you for being here with me today. And thank you for trusting me to walk beside your growth. This isn't the end. This is your beginning. I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, keep listening, keep thinking, and above all, keep being kind to your mind in English. With all my heart, Emma.